Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो तारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are now going to study 9th chapter of Amrutanubhava. Jivan Mukta Dasha Kathana. What is the state of experience of a Jivan Mukta? Jivan Mukta means he is alive and yet he is not influenced by this world. In where Tripurarasya, 3 stages of the wise men are told. One is the basic, second is evolved, and third is the ultimate. So what is the basic state of a man of wisdom, knowledge, jnani? He is very well versed in scriptures, he can give wonderful lectures and create an illusion of wisdom and understanding in the mind of the listeners. So, that is the first stage. All the teachers like us, they fall in this category. Then, the second one are those who have practiced a lot of yoga, controlled the Prakriti to such an extent that they can manipulate the Prakriti the way they want. And at the time of Dhaneshwar Maharaj, there was one like this. He lived for 1400 years, meaning he was 700 years before Christ. 1400 years he lived. Extremely intelligent, knew all the scriptures, and a perfect control over Prakriti. Thereby, he used to extend his life every 100 years. That is called a Kaya Kalpa. When that Kaya Kalpa is done, then the complete body is as if replaced. So the new teeth will come, new hair will come, new skin, everything new. So again for 100 years, no reason to go to the workshop. See, he lived 1400 years like that. And then he heard about Sant Dhaneshwar, that there is somebody, a young boy, teenager, and he could make the buffalo chant Purusha Sukta. he could move the inert wall, walk, move along with all of them sitting on that. When he heard it, he said, "Come on, I cannot do that." Therefore, competition. So he wanted to write him a letter. But then the question came, I am 1400 years and he is 14 years. What should I write him? Should I write, "My dear," or should I write, "Respected"? Confusion. So more evolved than me, therefore respected. But he is a bacha. How can I write him respected? Confusion. So he sent a blank paper, Kora Kagaj. And on that, Jnaneshwara Maharaj has written the Tattvamasi Mahavakyopadesh. When he got it, he came, and then the youngest child of the four of them, Muktabai, initiated him, and then he took samadhi. He understood everything. He was also Jivan Mukta. But then he has that control over the Prakriti, therefore nothing can touch me. Then I was still there. Therefore, you see in our Pauranic stories, yogis and tapasvis, they are the one who curse. See? They are very angry. The best example is that of Durvas Rishi. He cursed Lord Shiva. You will have problem in your marriage. And he had problem. Therefore, when you control Prakriti, then I become still stronger. But they are also Jivan Mukta to an extent that nothing in this world can touch him. Yet the I remains. Then that particular story of Tangdev Maharaj, who lived 1400 years, and the youngest sister, Muktabai, she was his guru. Because Jnaneshwar Maharaj said, "I can't teach you, you go to my sister, she will tell you." A young girl, small one, only in the frocks, not even sari. So, when he went, thatch houses, rooms rather, so when she was taking bath without clothes, this old man entered, 1400 years. And Shiva, 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 he went away. So she started laughing. And then he said, "When you see a cow without clothes, do you feel shy? When you see a dog without clothes, do you feel shy? Why are you feeling shy? Because you are still holding on to the body identification. So unless this body identification is dropped, we have not taken one step on the spiritual path. You should have told us right in the first day. We are buried in the body identification. So the third stage of Jivan Mukta is the one who is leading a normal life like any one of us. But he is abiding in the truth and therefore no impact on his mind, whatever is happening in him or around him. This is what we told you in simple words. Experience without experiencer. Experiences are happening, good and bad. But this body is not born because there is no notion that I am inside and the world is outside. So this third stage of Jivan Mukta is indicated in this chapter. So simple, it is so beautiful. आता आमेद सुनास झाले, श्रुतीशी श्रवण निघाले, आरिसे उठले लोचनेसी. So when we abide in our essential nature, the absolute being without becoming, then what is the experience? Experience is like this. Next 5-6 verses he tells. I'll tell you in short. It is the same thing. See? The vision is required to see the colors and forms. Without the vision, colors and forms are not seen. So vision is what? Which has no color, no form. So vision is the cause which is without color and form, and colors and forms are the effects, like gold and ornaments. Wise man, Jivan Mukta Purush, when he is living in this experience, his is this experience. See? The Granendriya, the ability to smell, and the smell, they are not two. See? Because smells are many. But the Granendriya is one. Colors are many, the vision is one. Sounds are many, the ear is one. Touches are many, the skin is one. See, friend. Therefore, this is his experience, and because of this experience, he is leading natural life like any one of us. But the only difference is this: he experiences everything, but he doesn't become an experiencer. And therefore, sorry, good morning, I'm so sorry, nothing, because I am not the doer. See? This is our experience also, but limited. How? When sometime our tongue is beaten by our own teeth, it happens. That time, will the tongue say to the teeth, somebody is going to the dentist now, you will be removed, you have hurt me? No. And if the tongue goes in between the teeth and digs all the stuff over there, thank you, dear, you always help me. No. Because although the tongue and the teeth are separate, yet both of them are I. See, friend, this is the experience of the Jivan Mukta Purush. How important it is. Therefore, आपुलेने समीरपणे विल्लावती विंजणे की माथेची साफेपणे भकताती. The wind is a fan to itself. Wind will never feel hot or cold. यार जरा fan लगाओ. No, he is the wind himself. In the same manner, the flower has become the head. जिव्हा लोधिली रसे कमळ सूर्यपर्णे विकासे चकोरची जैसे चंद्रमा झाले. These are the same examples that the tongue and the taste are not two, they are one and the same. In this manner, he gave a number of experiences. फुलेची झाली भ्रमर, तरुणीची झाली नर, झाले आपुले शेजार निद्राळूची. So the flowers have become the bees, the young maiden has become the young woman, and the sleeper has become the bed. In this manner, च्युतांकुर झाले गोकुळ, अंगची झाले मळया नीळ, रस झाले सकळ रसनावंत. All of them are the same, meaning experiencer and experienced, they are not two. This is the conclusion. Now, with this experience, the wise man, Jivana Mukta Purush, lives. And therefore, he has neither love nor hatred for anybody. And he is at home. Once I was scolding somebody in Mumbai. And after my scolding was over, then again we had tea, coffee. Then the person to whom I scolded, Swamiji, when you scold, do you feel bad about it that you scolded me? I said, no. You don't feel bad? I said, no. Then I asked, do you feel bad? No. दोनों बेशरम है. See, friends, I'll feel bad if I scold somebody if I have some intentions. See? Like, the example when the tongue is beaten by the teeth, will there be, oh, I'm so sorry? No need. Because you are not having anybody behind any action. Therefore, experience without experiencer, action without the doer is the truth. And this is living, and therefore the highest Jnani Purusha is average most, living like any one of us. Nobody can even recognize him. He is living the same routine life, but his standpoint is totally different. And therefore, they say bhogya ani bhokta, dise ani dekata, he sarale advaita, aputa amaji. In this manner, bhogya ani bhokta. Or Panchadashi writes, Dhyatru dhyane parityajya dheyamevavashishyate. When the meditator and the meditation disappears, what remains is the truth. The same thing we tell in another way. Experience without experiencer. Wherever somebody is born, the samsara begins. Like suppose you take food and after taking food you realize, oh God, today was Ekadashi, I have taken rice, chapati and everything. Now what will happen? See? Sin. But now what will happen? Nothing. Simple. You go to hell. Because you have eaten on Ekadashi, you go to hell. See? After the food goes in the stomach, do we have that notion that I am digesting? And therefore, if there is a constipation, it is a merit. If there is a dysentery, it is a sin. No. Therefore, wherever experiencer or doer or knower is born, samsara begins. This is the secret of the Jivan Mukta Purush. They say bhogya ani bhokta, dise ani dekata, experiencer and the experienced, the seer and the seen, he sarale advaita. These all disappear in the non-dual reality that we are. Aputamaji. They are not broken. They are one. This example, vision and color and form, are they broken? From the standpoint of average understanding, yes, colors are different, vision is different. They are not different. They are one. See? But the difference is, the vision is at the state of cause and colors and forms are the effects. And therefore, effects cannot exist without the cause, but cause can exist without the effects. Ornaments cannot be without the gold, but the gold can be without becoming the ornaments. This is the experience of the Jivan Mukta, and therefore he is living the same natural life. Nothing happens. Everything is the same. Therefore, where it is? Now, after having told these things, now the teacher comes to Sevanti pana baheri na nigatachi pari Panti Sahasravari Upalavije. See, this is another very beautiful simile to explain what a Jivan Mukta is. See? If you take any flowers, there are so many petals, so many petals. He has given the example of the Shevanti, one of the flowers. Good fragrance. I don't know what they call. Jasmine? Anyway, that's enough. So, that one flower, take a, let's say, the rose flower. It has got so many petals. Because there are many petals, the flower doesn't become many. It's only one. In the same manner, the wise man living in this understanding, although there is many ways because of many sense organs, mind, etc., but that doesn't mean that one has become many. This is the experience. Now bring it to yourself. Hands are not the legs, legs are not the stomach, stomach is not the back, back is not the nose. They are all different. But do we have the experience that they are separate from me? Because there is one common denominator supporting all the differences, and therefore, because of so many petals to hold together, will the flower be tired? Hey, so many of them are. They are not bacha. They are one with it. And therefore, the wise man, Jivan Mukta Purusha, is in the midst of everything. He doesn't have to go to the forest or jungle or Himalayas and suffer silently and wait for somebody to come. See, be in the midst of din and roar like Bhagwan Krishna. Then only we are walking spiritual path. There was one student, he had this notion. Because, they read here and there. Swamiji, please bless me. There is another thing we have never understood. What is blessing? Please bless me. I want to go to Himalayas in the caves and do meditation. All these people in the world are infected by autobiography of a yogi. And there in that Ranikhet, there is one cave. And in that cave, that Lahari Mashi has gone. Kanthastha, everybody knows it. Now that virus goes in our head. I want to go to Himalayas in the cave and do meditation. Swamiji, bless me. I said, look here, that time I was in Kaivaladham, Lonavala. I said, before you go there directly, do some experiment here. In nearby, there are Karla caves, many of them. And I know that Panditji in that Ekvira Devi, I'll give you a sleep and you can go and stay there. He went there. So Panditji said, there are many caves, take anything you like. Evening 5 o'clock, he locked the temple, other Devi may run away. He locked the temple. And then came down. And this yogi, he came down after 15 minutes. Swamiji, yes. How to stay there? I say, you have got a freedom. Do whatever you like. No, there is no door, no window, no light, no toilet. I said, the whole mountain is your toilet. You go anywhere. Not disposable tissues, disposable toilets. Yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramam. No, it is impossible. It's so difficult. I don't know what to do. I said, that you ask me, I can tell you. What? When you are going home, before reaching home, go to some artist or somewhere, get a small board made, cave. And after you go home, fix it on the door of your room and go away. Then again come back. Cave. Get inside and lead life comfortably. Hey friends, don't get lost in all these things. Spiritual life is which tree is suitable to grow where? The tree doesn't decide. It is the nature that decides. Pine trees cannot grow at the sea level. They have to be at a higher altitude, more than 3,000 feet. And if you do it forcibly, like many people do, then they become bonsai. Exactly the same way. Which is the place, which is the situation, which is the condition where we will grow spiritually, Narayana decides. You don't have to do anything. Nothing happens in our life which is not for our evolution. Every small little things. Hey friends. But instead of getting a message from the events of our life, we start reacting. And the message that was given was deleted. Hey friends. Therefore, one of the messages which we all get but we don't learn, message is pain, hurt. All of us must have got toothache. Now that pain is given to make us miserable. No. It is given to tell us, hey man, something wrong with your tooth, go to the doctor. See? And then he will do whatever he has to do and the tooth is taken care of. Had there been no pain, then that disease condition will become more and more. See? Like you must be seeing one of the politicians, his mouth is very funny. It's only because of that. He was eating a lot and lot of tobacco and it was all the time there, but he did not take care and as a result, it turned into a cancer and operation. Therefore, friends, every pain, every insult, every difficulty in our life is only for our evolution. ये वही दर्द दिल है जो उनको पाता है, भगवान भला करे उनका जो दिल दुखाता है. तो महाराज, but oh God, why did you trouble me? I feel fun. He is not a cynic. It is required for our evolution. So, तैसा नवा नवा अनुभवी वादता वाधावी अक्रियेचा गावी निर्णिजेते. So, तैसा नवा नवा अनुभवी वादता वाधावी. See? So, when we get different type of experiences, these different type of experiences do not create any differentiation because a experiencer is never born. So if there is comfortable, the wise man never wants to repeat that comfort again and again. No. It has come and gone. And this you can learn by one simple rule. Our human mind does not remain attracted towards the same place, the same situation, the same job, the same indulgence all the time. This is the manufacturer's defect. This is how it is. Observe. Now you came here, stood in front of Ganges. Now, where the has gone? Now those people who are staying in this ashram, have you seen any one of them coming and singing outside? They are buried in their room. Get tea here only. Is there any possibility that they tap directly in the mouth? And we come from different places. Ah, how lovely, how beautiful. We go through these experiences, but we don't learn The wise man knows this. And therefore, he enjoys everything but does not become an enjoyer. This is Jivan Mukti. And therefore, a wise man does not want to repeat it again to indulge. Okay? Therefore, तैसे नवा नवा अनुभवी वाजता वाधावी अक्रियेचा गावी निर्निजेते. Because he is no more reacting. So experiences are happening, and after the experience happens, we have got two eyes, not EYE, two eyes. One small eye, one is bigger eye. When I am seeing through the eyes, there are two eyes. I can become a seer, or I can see and do not become a seer. So how do I become a seer? When I comment. When I see and do not comment, seer is not born. Therefore, what is the distance between the husband and the man? See? When the husband becomes angry with the wife, that time which eye is operating? Hubby. When the wife is torturing him, yet he is Sthitabhrajna. Why? Because now that time, that husband is not operating, the man is operating. So the difference between the husband and the man is the difference between the Jiva and Paramatma. Paramatma supports everything, doesn't get influenced by anything. And Jivatma gets influenced by everything. Constant reaction. Aha, ooh, chup raho yaar, chup raho. And that is why we tell very simple way. Learn to keep your mouth shut with yourself. No talking. Then what to do? Keep the mind busy chanting the Lord's name. So mind is busy chanting, and if some thought comes, sorry, I have to finish chanting. Give it a try. It will help. Therefore, Jivan Mukta is active but never becomes an actor. He experiences but never becomes an experiencer. Manoni Vishayache ni nave suni indriyache thave saindageta dhavi dhave samorahi. And therefore, all the senses through which the wise man, the Jivan Mukta functions, he is like what? He is experiencing through all the sense organs everything. Because experiencer is not born, therefore he does not have any sankalpa. I will come again, I will not come again. I will enjoy again, I will not enjoy again. Because there is no sankalpa, there is no impression on the mind, therefore there is no reason why we get prompted. See. Therefore, these few things, hold on to that firmly. Nirvishesha satta, when I am seeing and I become a seer, savishesha satta. When I am seeing but I don't become a seer, nirvishesha satta. When I am hearing, I become a hearer, savishesha satta. When hearing is happening but hearer is not born, nirvishesha satta. Good and bad experiences are happening, but experiencer is not born, nirvishesha satta. Therefore, Kenopanishad, यदि मन्य से सुवे देति दहर मेवापि नूनम तम वेत्थ ब्रह्मणो रूपम. If you think you have understood very well, you are 100% wrong. बोलने भी नहीं देते. Therefore, my friends, life is so simple. Pari arisa dithi shive, tava dithi she dithi phave, taise zale dhave vritti che. Imagine, see, when the eyes see the mirror and see themselves reflected in the mirror, the original eye and the reflection of the eye. So, what will be the experience of that eye? Experience of the eye. I am seeing myself. In the same manner, the Jivan Mukta Purushas, they are living in the same world as casual as anybody could be, but only difference is they are not becoming extraordinary. Therefore, Nirvishesha Satta, kuch bano mat. You know, I told sometimes someone story. There was one Babaji and his disciple, they are walking on the banks of Ganges, one end to other end. So evening, then the disciple said, "Sir, you must be tired." Actually, he was tired. So we should take some rest. I don't like torturing you so many hours you are walking. So the Guru Maharaj understands. Okay. And then, see, there is a field and there is some kind of platform where you can go and sleep there. You know, I anyway don't get sleep, so I'll sit near Ganges and chant the Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Okay, you say. He actually wanted that. He went there and slept. At night, the owner came and, "Hey, who is here?" With a lantern. "Who is here?" He shouted, "Don't you see a Mahatma?" That disciple said, he got a beating of his life. "Mahatma, get away from here." And next day, then, "Beta, chalo, let's go." "No, Guru Maharaj, today I will be doing the japa, you take rest there." Guru Maharaj said, "Okay." And he went there. And he, being a Jivan Mukta, he was sitting there because nothing to sleep, so he was sitting there and calm and quiet. Again that man, owner, came. And he asked, "Today, who is this?" Mahatma did not talk. He kept quiet. He was sitting. And then he took the lantern. "Oh, Mahatma ji, namaste, namaste." And all the seva, hand, everything, pressing and milk and fruits and everything. And Maharaj, Kripa karo, Ashirwad karo, beta. Next day, disciple was waiting. How was it? Oh, it was very good, you know. He came and did so much of seva, milk also, and good fruits. How come? I was, banged. You got all that thing. What is the reason? Guru Maharaj said, "You must have become somebody." Tell what happened. See, when I went there, I was lying down. And he asked me, "Who are you?" I said, "I am Mahatma." He said, "That is the problem. Mahatma hote hai, bante nahi." Dekho Maharaj. That is why Nirvishesha Satta. Don't become extraordinary in life. Remain simple. We don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. So, pari arisa dithi shive, tava dithi se dithi bhave, taise zale dhave vritti cheya. Therefore, when the wise man looks at the world, he sees himself in the whole world. Like the eyes see themselves reflected in the mirror, in the same manner. For the wise man, everything is nothing but his own extension. Is it not happening with the parents and the children? The child is not well, mother is worried. She is different, you are different. So, from the theoretical point of view, they are separate from each other. But practical point of view, they are one. This is the experience of the wise men, and therefore, for them, being and becoming both have merged, and only the non-dual truth remains. Nada, Mudi, Kankana, Trilingi, Bhedali, Khuna, Gheta, Tari, Suvarna, Ghei, Jeki. These are the three ornaments. Naga, the ladies have something on their this area, some design. Naga they call it. Mudi, Mudi is the ring, and Kankana is the bangle. There are three lingas. Nada is a masculine word, Mudi is a feminine word, and Kankana is the neuter word. So Trilingi, Bhelidi, Khuna. So gender wise they are different from each other. Brahman of the Vedanta is neuter gender. Samvit of the yoga is a feminine gender. Atma of the yoga is a masculine gender. Are they three? They are one and the same. Therefore, Gheta Tari Suvarna Ghei Jeki. So they may be called different names with different genders, but all of them are only the gold. In the same manner, for the wise man, all the differences on account of name, form, gender, color, caste, they have no value. See, friends, we have to consciously be aware of that. Don't find out the reasons to differentiate. If we are not comfortable with somebody, don't struggle, get away. Our peace of mind is important. Don't waste your time on that. Because all of us have got some or the other allergies. I'll tell you one example. There was one lady, she came with me to Calcutta many years before. And there I was talking probably on Dhruva Charitra. And after the talk was over, we were staying in the same place. When came home, we were having tea, coffee. He said, Swamiji, today you have solved my big problem. I had a very big problem. How do you know? I came with that problem. I said, I don't know. Don't blame me. I am all right. No, today you have solved my problem. I said, very good. Do you know what? I said, I do not know. I don't want to know. Yaar. It is not Paramatma to know. Theek hai. No, I want to tell you. So I have to suffer. You know, everybody tells we should love everybody. I tried my best. But mother-in-law, I cannot love. And it is here I was stuck in my spiritual life. Everything is wonderful. But the moment mother-in-law, even somebody mentions something, my Rakshasi comes in front of me. I don't know what to do. Then you told, did I tell you to kill her? No. Then you told this principle. Like, I give my example. Like, I avoid taking milk and milk products. If I take them continuously, my Madhya Pradesh gets upset. Therefore, I avoid. Now, because it doesn't suit my system, therefore I avoid. Does it mean I hate it? Doesn't suit. Exactly the same way, our wavelengths, our frequencies, our attitudes, they do not match with everybody in this world. Therefore, keep away rather than getting disturbed. But Swamiji, if we had to live in the same house, go anywhere, don't come to me. one couple took divorce, on what ground? And she told very clearly, Swamiji, there is nothing wrong with him. I am not telling any bad thing him. But I don't know. I just can't stand him. I don't know why. I just can't stand him. He doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, he doesn't have any bad habit. I can't stand him. The whole life, how will I live with him? Then I have taken a divorce. Now what is he doing? He is hurt. But what can I do? I can't spend my whole life in that pretext that, okay, no, I can't. I have to get rid of it. This is the practical solution. Therefore, if we are unable to, interact happily, cheerfully, comfortably with the people in this world, don't waste your time. No. Who asked me? He says, Swamiji, you sometimes tell it is out of the world. I said, what is that? Tell me. He said, once you told, we all have got limited time and unlimited energy. What is spiritual life? How to utilize the unlimited energy within the limited time that is at our disposal is the spiritual life. See? So don't waste time in all these things, I want to make everybody happy. God has failed. He could not make us happy and we want to make others happy. Mind your business. वेचोनी आणू कल्लोळ म्हणोनी घापे करतळ तेथे तरी निखळ पाणीची फावे. I saw beautiful waves on the sea. I thought, let me get few waves and I can show to my kids at home. So when I lifted, it was only the water. So what we call the waves are essentially water. What we call the world is essentially divine. Whether we are rich or poor, good or bad, human beings or animals, all of us are made up of the same material. Is it that the sannyasis are made out of 8 to 9 Mahabhutas and Grahasthas maybe 3.5 4? The same 5 elements, the same vikar, the same prakar, the same problem, everything is the same. But our attention is on the differences, not the common denominator. And therefore we suffer. So here the example is given. We may call it a wave, we may call ocean, we may call iceberg, we may call the rains. Doesn't matter. All of them is only water. In the same manner, the wise man, Jivan Mukta Purusha, is living in this knowledge and therefore Hata Pasi Sparshu, Doya Pasi Rupasu, Jivve Pasi Mithamshu, Koni Eku. So, therefore, these sense organs, whether you touch by hand or see by the eyes or taste by the tongue, any one of them, Tari Parimanate Parote, Miravane nahi kapurate, devi bhuta parispurate tejispure. The camphor is nothing but the fragrance. In the same manner, the consciousness alone is experienced in and through subject-object duality. And this is known by the wise man, and therefore, although he is functioning in this world of apparent duality, yet he is not influenced by the duality, like the mother is not influenced by the otherness of the child. Practically speaking, the child and the mother are 100% separate from each other. But their experience is important. Therefore, one of the spiritual practice which Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to practice was this, bhavana. Bhavana is what? A boy looks at the girl and does bhavana. What a nice thing if I get married to her. No, where from that thought has come? It comes from within. And then that bhavana becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. And it becomes an obsession. Without her, I cannot live. Therefore, the same bhavana apply in your spiritual practice. Deha bhimane galite vidnyate paramatmani yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadhayaha. Deha bhimane galite. The wise man has transcended the body identification. Deha bhimane galite. Vidnyate paramatmani. He is abiding in the absolute reality that we are. Then yatra yatra manoyati. In and through everything and being, he is able to perceive the same divinity which is expressing through him. And therefore, samadhayaha. Every interaction is a meditation. This is what we told you. Meditation is not an act to be done for half an hour. But meditation is an experience to be lived 24/7 in our life. For the seeker, this is an effort. For the Jivana Mukta Purusha, it is effortless. Like, for the first time when we start learning driving a car, how much effort, how much tense we are. Everything. As if you know the steering wheel is going to go out. Pakad ke rakho isko. And once we are expert, then with the this also we can move like this and have Coca-Cola also and phone also, and we can. I was somewhere in US. One person, Swami, do you miss God in USA? Everywhere you see all these things. I said, no, I see God everywhere here. How come? Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. Narayana. See? Chakra. Coke, Shankha. Gada. The gear. Accelerator, Padma. Sakshat Narayana. You decide what you have to see in this world. See, friends, therefore, Tari ka parimana parote mirvane nahi kapurate. What is the camphor? Nothing but the fragrance in the same manner. The conscious reality alone is expressing in and through everything, whether experiencer or experienced. This difference, if we are able to comprehend, experiencer is conscious existence. Experienced is only existence. That doesn't mean there is no consciousness in the inert world. But that consciousness as sentiency is not manifested in the inert. See? Like we apply the fire to the water in a pan. There is only heat absorbed by the water. Does it mean that the fire which was applied to the water had only heat and no light? Then difference is on account of the conditioning through which the fire was expressing. In the same manner, same Paramatma, in one conditioning expresses as only existence. In other, existence plus knowledge. And therefore, Jada Chetana, sentient and inert. But the substratum of both of them is existence alone. And therefore, nothing in this world can be experienced as absent. Even the absence is recognized as existence. There is nothing. Therefore, don't get too much carried away by the consciousness. Asti iti upalabdhavyaha tattva bhavena prasidati, Kathopanishad says. The truth is revealed as the non-specific existence. See? When you take this and we practice it, then you know all our religious practices. River we worship, the trees we worship, the stones we worship, because they are also the same Paramatma. Only difference is that in the stone, that consciousness is not manifested, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. See, friends. Therefore, Tari Paramadaute Miravane Nahi Kapurate Devi Bhuta Parispurate Teti Spure. Actually, the camphor is nothing but the fragrance only. In the same manner, the consciousness alone is everywhere in the form of the knower known division. They are not separate. The more we become strongly abiding in this knowledge, life becomes easier. And for that, we have to start from where we are. So what is our present status? We are expert in seeing the differences. So try to not get influenced by the differences. Differences will be seen. But after we see the differences, do we get influenced by the differences? That is what we have to work. Therefore, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Be friendly with everybody. Otherwise, we will be creating problems for us, and in that nobody will be able to help us. Tari parimala paravate miravane nahi kapurate. How do we know? You must have seen these days, these camphor cones are available. In the car also they hang. So it is fragrance also, and all the dirty smell of the people. They never take bath and go for driving. It is protected. There was a friend of mine. He was never taking bath as a student. I say, come on, yaar. If not twice, take at least once bath. You know what he said? शेर कहीं नहाता है क्या? हमने यार जंगली. So many times you can see it in the cars, etc. Even in the flight, if somebody next to you is the one who has not taken bath for last 300 years, if sitting next to you, you feel like jumping out of the flight. I can't. It happened once in USA, in some flight. And I was thinking what to do. But that air hostess, she understood it. He said, gentlemen, please come. And I said, okay, I went. And this seat is free, you can sit here. I said, thank you, Mama, very much. Do you know why I asked you to come? I said, you also know, I also know. We don't have to tell. See? So when the karpura is there, it is only for the fragrance, nothing else. In the same manner, consciousness alone is everywhere. The difficulty is we do not have the ability to recognize the divinity in and through every experience. And for that, this is the technique. Experience without, say loudly after me, experience without experiencer. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.